Hello, friends. Have you ever imagined a bird that doesn't fear the storm, but one that fears staying grounded? A bird that doesn't run from chaos, but rises above it. One that soars through the skies, cutting through clouds and heading straight toward the sun. While other birds hide behind trees, waiting for the storm to pass, this one flies into the light, focused, fearless, and determined. That bird is the eagle. But today, we're not just here to talk about a bird. We're here to talk about something deeper, the mindset that eagle represents. A mindset that has lifted millions of people throughout history. The eagle mindset. And this mindset doesn't show up when life is easy. It reveals itself when everything is falling apart, when you're at your lowest, when the road ahead feels blocked, when people mock you, laugh at you, and you begin to doubt yourself. If you've ever felt like that, then this message is for you. An eagle is not an ordinary bird. It may be born on the earth, but its thinking belongs to the skies. It doesn't get caught up in small, petty things. It rises above. It separates itself from the noise, from the crowd, and chooses to go where only the bold dare to reach. And no, this isn't something only an eagle can do. You can do it too. You have the same focus, the same strength, the same patience, the same clarity. The only difference is, the eagle knows what it needs, while we often forget what we're capable of. One of the most powerful traits of the eagle is its vision. It can spot its target from miles away. Now imagine if your thinking was that sharp. If you could see your goals that clearly, wouldn't you stay more focused? Wouldn't you avoid distractions and noise? But the eagle's greatness isn't just about vision. It's also about silent preparation. It's about embracing loneliness. Eagles don't fly in flocks. They don't follow crowds. They choose their direction, their timing, and that mindset is what makes them stand out. So when the whole world says, "You can't do this," that's when the voice inside you must say, "Watch me." Say it with your actions. Say it through your growth. I'm not afraid of the storm. Because the eagle mindset teaches us when to stay silent, when to strike, and when to evolve. Yes, even eagles go through painful transformations. There comes a time when they must let go of their old wings, their beak, and their claws. They retreat, endure the pain, and rebuild themselves. And when they return, they come back stronger, sharper, and more focused. Have you ever asked yourself, can I change too? Can I fly again? The answer is yes. That's what this mindset teaches us, how to lead ourselves and how to inspire others. The eagle doesn't just survive, it thrives. It doesn't fly with fear, it flies with purpose. And today, in a world that's noisy, distracting, and full of pressure, the eagle mindset is more important than ever. Because if you can keep your eyes on your goal, like the eagle, it doesn't matter how loud the world gets, you will get there. The eagle mindset tells you one thing loud and clear. Stop thinking like a pigeon. Stop flying low. You weren't born to stay grounded. You were born to soar. The power to rise higher already lives inside you. It's just sleeping. And now, it's time to wake it up. In this journey, we're going to unlock that mindset, understand its power, and prepare for the kind of flight that takes you where you truly belong, far above the clouds, beyond the limits, into the open skies. So let's take a moment to think about change. Let's elevate our attitude and promise ourselves that from this moment on, nothing can stop our flight. Chapter 1. Rise above the storm. Ever wondered what birds do when a storm hits? Most of them panic. They hide. They retreat into the trees trying to find safety. But there's one bird that looks at the storm differently. It doesn't see danger. It sees opportunity. That bird is the eagle. When the clouds roll in, when the winds howl and the lightning flashes, the eagle spreads its wings and flies straight into it, not to fight the storm, but to ride it. It uses the storm's power to rise even higher. The eagle knows the storm isn't here to stop its flight. It's here to boost it. Now look at your life. Are storms only found in the sky? Of course not. We all face storms, Failures, heartbreaks, betrayals, criticism, and sometimes even a loss of faith in ourselves. There are moments when everything feels broken, when the path ahead disappears. But here's the question you need to ask yourself. Did this storm come to break you, or to teach you how to fly? The eagle never complains. It never blames. It doesn't waste time asking, "Why me?" Instead, it focuses, adapts, and faces the storm head on, because it knows that to fly high, you must be willing to face the wind. Our biggest problem isn't that storms come, it's that we keep asking, "Why me?" But the day you change that question to, "Why not me?" that's the day your real flight begins. That is the first rule of the eagle mindset. Face the storm. Don't run from it. Because the ones who run stay stuck on the ground. But those who embrace the chaos, those are the ones who rise above it. Every storm has two sides. One shows fear, the other gives you wings. Your success depends on which side you choose to see. The eagle reaches great heights not because the sky is calm, but because it doesn't panic in turbulence. It understands that stability is not handed to you in the sky. You create it, even in the chaos. So think about it. If a bird can be that courageous, why can't you? You have that same strength inside you. The only difference is the eagle believes in itself. And until you let go of your inner fear, you'll always remain grounded, never touching the heights your dreams are calling you toward. But often, from the heart of fear, comes the spark of transformation. And that spark, once awakened, changes everything. This is where the eagle mindset truly begins, at the moment when fear ends and flight begins. It's not poetry, it's action. It's a decision, a promise you make to yourself. No matter what happens, I will not fall. I will fly. Remember, storms don't break the brave. They make them stronger. Every legend has passed through their storms, and so will you. Now, the choice is yours. Will you live hidden in the shadows, or will you fight the storm to touch the sky? The eagle mindset starts where fear fades and courage takes flight. Chapter 2. Eagle Vision, Clarity, and Focus. There's a story from a village nestled high in the mountains. An old man lived there, often asked a simple question. If you placed a huge stone in front of your eyes, but a treasure was hidden right behind it, would you be able to see the treasure? Most would smile and say no. The treasure would remain hidden until the stone was moved. The old man would nod slowly and say, "In the same way, as long as your mind is clouded with confusion and distractions, your true path will remain invisible." The eagle's eyes are unlike any other bird's. There's a clarity in its gaze, an unshakable focus. It can spot its prey miles away, and nothing sways its course. Once it locks on, it goes straight to its target. Now, ask yourself, do you have that kind of focus in your life? How many directions are pulling you every day? How often do hurtful words or the noise of social media derail your purpose? We let small distractions stray us from our goals, then wonder why, despite trying, nothing seems to change. The truth is our efforts are scattered, and our vision is blurred. If we want to develop eagle-like clarity, the first step is to ask, what are my eyes truly looking at? Am I focused on the goal or caught up in the dust on the road? The eagle doesn't chase every passing insect. It stays locked on its prey because it knows that energy invested in the right place produces results. Have you ever noticed how your eyes sparkle when you're inspired and full of excitement? But when you're confused or aimless, your eyes look tired and dull. That's because vision is not just about seeing. It's about living your dreams through your eyes every day, turning them into reality. The second rule of the eagle mindset is simple but powerful. See beyond the noise. Focus on your goal. No matter how many birds are chirping in the sky, the eagle stays on its path. It knows clarity comes when the mind is quiet and the heart is loud. In today's world, the greatest luxury isn't a fancy car, a big house, or a fat bank account. The greatest luxury is clarity. And when you have clarity, you have the power to achieve anything. So how does the eagle gain this clarity? It starts with silence. Sometimes you just need to disconnect for a while. Sit quietly, turn inward, and listen carefully to that small voice inside you, the one that still believes you can think big. The first step to eagle clarity is tuning into that voice. The second step is to make your goals crystal clear. Dreams give you momentum, but sharp, laser-focused goals cut through distractions like nothing else. And the third step is elimination, removing everything that pulls you away from your goal. Whether it's toxic people, distractions, or limiting beliefs inside your mind, clear the clutter. The eagle never hunts until the noise around it is completely silenced. It thrives on focus, silence, and clarity. If you want clear results in your life, your vision must be just as clear. Sometimes, clarity demands tough questions. Am I moving in the right direction? Do I want this? Or am I just drifting with the crowd? Without a clear vision, flight becomes aimless wandering. With vision, flight makes history. The choice is yours. Will you fly lost in the haze, or soar like the eagle with sharp, purposeful eyes fixed on your destination? Chapter 3. Flight with Purpose. Discovering your true north. Have you ever wondered why the eagle soars so high? Is it because its wings are bigger, or because it's faster than other birds? Number. The eagle flies high because it knows exactly where it's going. Its flight has direction. It has a purpose. Take a moment and ask yourself, does my life have direction? Do I know why I'm here? Or do I just wake up, run through the day, and crash at night, without ever understanding the purpose behind it all? This is the difference between an ordinary life and a purposeful one. The eagle doesn't just flap its wings aimlessly in the sky. Every flap, every turn, every lift serves a mission. And for us humans, true peace and fulfillment come only when we live with purpose, when every morning begins with intention. Yet, ask yourself honestly, how many people today are truly living and how many are just surviving? Most are stuck in the endless cycle of school, college, jobs, EMIs, weekends, and social media, lost in this never-ending loop. Somewhere along the way, many of us have lost that inner voice, the one that once said, I'm going to do something great. But maybe that voice is still alive, faint but persistent, because if it were completely gone, you wouldn't be reading this now. Something inside you is still awake. Something is knocking. Something is asking, is this my life? Not just any flight, but a flight with real purpose. That is the third rule of the eagle mindset. The eagle never wanders. It knows exactly which prey it seeks, and it flies straight toward it. Its clarity comes from a deep sense of purpose. For humans, purpose isn't just about surviving or going through the motions. Our true purpose is to discover who we are, and then create ourselves intentionally. When you fly with purpose, the winds don't push you around. Instead, you bend the wind to your will. Think about it. Why does a person recognize themselves? Why do they ask, why am I doing this? Because that question sparks a fire within, a burning passion that turns every obstacle into courage. Purpose is the fuel that keeps your flight steady and strong without tiring. Now ask yourself, what is my purpose? The answer isn't hidden somewhere far away. It's inside you. It's the thing that excites you, the work that makes you forget time, the pain you want to heal, and the dreams you've carried since childhood. That is your purpose. The eagle doesn't ask for permission to fly. Flying is simply its nature. And if you have no dream, no vision, yet that inner voice keeps knocking, you're being called. Purpose is a call, and when you hear it and live by it, even fatigue becomes inspiring, and followers begin to learn from you. The eagle mindset teaches us that our flight cannot be random. We must know exactly where we are headed, because a flight without direction is just confusion. But when purpose guides your flight, even the vast sky starts to look small. So today decide. You won't just fly, you'll soar. You'll go exactly where your purpose and your aims want to take you. Because when you soar with purpose, you don't just fly, you make history. Now let's talk about the art of hunting, discipline and strategy. Many people think the eagle's power comes from its height, but the real strength lies not just in how high it flies, but in its hunting strategy. Many birds reach great heights, but only the eagle hunts, and hunts with precision. Think about your efforts. Are you working hard without direction? Are you running aimlessly without discipline or strategy? When the eagle hunts, it first watches. It hovers patiently for hours, conserving energy, studying its target carefully. Then, when the moment is right, it strikes, all in a single, perfect swoop. It's a one-shot, no-waste victory. Now reflect on your own life. How often do you pause patiently, plan carefully, and wait for the right moment to act? How often do you act impulsively, wasting energy without a strategy? But often we decide in haste, and everything spirals out of control. The fourth core mantra of the eagle mindset is, don't chase everything. Chase what matters, and chase it like fire. Today, we try to do it all. Every opportunity, every shiny distraction, every trending thing pulls us in. But the eagle thinks differently. Does it try to catch every flying insect? It focuses only on the prey that truly matters. This selective focus, pure discipline, and sharp execution are what make the difference. You might work 12 or 14 hours a day, but without strategy, you're only running in circles, not making real progress. The eagle teaches us to fly less, but fly right. To reduce our efforts, but maximize impact. Do less, but do it successfully. Discipline is the eagle's weapon. While other birds scream and scatter, the eagle waits quietly. When everyone else is afraid, it takes a calculated flight. And when the moment is perfect, the eagle strikes like lightning. We need the same approach in life. Every morning, ask yourself, am I doing something today that brings me closer to my goal? Or am I just going through the motions, passing time in routine? Strategy isn't just about making plans. It means having a purpose behind every action, tracking how you spend every moment, and putting your energy where it counts. Discipline means doing what needs to be done even when you don't want to, because you know it's necessary. Chapter 5. Fly solo, self-reliance and inner strength. Have you ever seen an eagle flying in a flock? Eagles never fly in herds. They fly alone. Silence is their comfort, the vast sky their path, and solitude their power. But today, many of us are afraid to be alone. We constantly seek company, approval, or validation from social media, from society, or relationships. But have you ever stopped to think, when does real growth happen? It happens when the noise fades away, when the crowd leaves, and when you listen to your true voice for the very first time. The eagle, when it flies alone, does not need a guide. It trusts itself. No one says the eagle never fails or faces setbacks, but it still flies. Why? Because it believes in itself. Inner strength is what sets the eagle apart. Strength that requires no applause or validation. It simply knows how to keep going. This mindset is what makes the eagle different from all other birds. Today, our biggest weakness isn't that we fail. It's that we can't sit quietly with ourselves. We get restless when we are alone because sometimes we don't understand ourselves fully. But when a storm comes, the eagle doesn't hide. Instead, it flies higher because it knows there is no fear in loneliness. It is focused and directed. Everyone who has achieved something great in life at some point had to learn to walk alone. No one was there with them every step of the way. No one understood, no one cheered. But they kept going because they chose themselves, trusted themselves, and believed in their strength. This chapter of the eagle mindset teaches us that independence isn't just about being physically alone or making decisions alone. True independence is emotional reliance, being able to say, I don't need anyone to tell me I'm good enough. I don't need validation to know I am capable. I know who I am and where I'm going. When you reach this state, you are truly free. The eagle doesn't care what other birds think. Every flight it takes is filled with purpose and style. And when the path is stormy, it flies even higher. Its strength comes from solitude and silence. You also have to understand, the crowd can only take you so far, but the crowd can never lift you to your highest heights. This inner journey is one you must decide to take alone. When the eagle flies, it is the master of its direction. It doesn't need a GPS, doesn't follow anyone, and doesn't seek likes or comments. Its flight, its story, that's the purest form of strength. So today, if you feel lonely, don't think it means you are weak. Instead, realize this might be the moment you truly connect with yourself. Because a person who learns to be comfortable alone can walk into any crowd and stand strong. The eagle mindset says, those who learn to fly alone do not bend to anyone. They walk on their own feet, fly with their wings, and create their luck. So decide from today, don't be afraid if the path is lonely. Maybe it's that very path that will take you to your greatest heights. Chapter 6. Rise Again. Turn failure into strength. Have you ever fallen so hard that you felt nothing was left? Like life took everything away, and waking up again seems impossible? If yes, you are not alone. Every person who stands at the heights today has at some point fallen hard to the ground. Even the eagle is no exception. There comes a turning point in the eagle's life where it faces two choices: either slowly die or undergo a painful transformation, a rebirth. When the eagle reaches about 40 years old, its beak turns blunt, its claws weaken, and its wings grow so heavy it can barely fly. At this moment, the eagle has only one path left: to fly to the highest mountain peak and break itself against the rock. It keeps hitting the rock with its beak until it finally breaks. Then, it pulls out the broken beak, the claws fall off, and new ones grow. Its heavy wings shed the old feathers and grow new ones. This entire process is painful, but from that pain, the eagle is born again. It flies anew with fresh strength and renewed wings. Now, if a bird can do this, why can't you overcome your problems? Failures are not the end of your story. They are just pauses that give you breath to decide. Will you break down, or will you break through? Losing in life isn't the real failure. The real failure is considering yourself weak after defeat. The eagle mindset teaches us that every fall is just the beginning of the next flight. Falling is not a sin. Choosing to stay down is. In life, there will be moments when friends leave, relationships break, and dreams shatter. Some people stop there, others rise. That is what it means to rise again. Rising again doesn't just mean trying once more. It means pulling strength from your wounds, turning your tears and failures into your greatest victory. Humans don't just move forward when everything is perfect. Real strength is shown by those who keep running even when everything is broken. If the eagle had stayed with its old beak, it would have died slowly. Instead, it chose the pain of transformation so it could live again. So don't panic if you have fallen. Maybe this is the time to shed your old fears, old pains, and old excuses. Because when a person breaks down and rebuilds themselves, they become more powerful than ever. Your comeback can be bigger than your setback. This is what the eagle mindset teaches us. If you have fallen, so what? Get up and tell the world, I am not broken. I am reborn. And this time, I am here to change the sky, not just fly. Now that we've completed this eagle mindset journey, ask yourself this: can I think like an eagle? Or am I still just flying with the crowd? Because being an eagle isn't just about reaching height. It's a mindset. It's a different approach and power that sets you apart from the crowd. The eagle doesn't run from fear. It faces it. It uses every storm to soar higher. It prepares quietly in silence. And when it attacks, the world watches. If this video gave you courage, if it sparked even a little fire inside you, then please subscribe from the heart. Because here, we don't just summarize books. We change thinking, build mindsets, and create transformations. So, in the next video, meet me again with a new book, new thinking, and a new flight. Thank you.